Little background on why we came up with Deathmatch.
Yeah.
In our last TAtech presentation in Vegas, a similar party environment, it's fair to say that we failed in our show
I'll say it. The audience failed.
I'll say it.
That's
it
bullshit.
was a failure.
We brought the goods.
But in Chad Cheese fashion, we went back to the table, a drawing board, and said, how do we make this more engaging, more entertaining,
and fun?
Something that people will get up for at 9 a.m. in New Orleans to come watch.
And they did.
And I am happy to say that I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
We had we called it Deathmatch. We had 4 startups. All different sort of categories.
Yep.
Come out, give us a 2-minute spiel. We had 13 minutes of follow-up questions.
15 minutes.
And then we went back. We congregated and figured out who the winner was.
Yep.
So I would say, after that dismal array of whatever that was in Vegas, we have risen like a phoenix in New Orleans and really just crushed it with Deathmatch this morning.
No, it was a wonderful time. So the contestants, first and foremost, we had Aman Brar from Canvas. We had David Bernstein from AllyO. We had Talkpush. We had Max Armbruster, and last but not least, we had Grenager from Uncommon. So those were the 4
heavy hitters.
And we're talking about good, solid.
That's a murderer's row of startups. That
it was good
on Deathmatch.
Not to mention, they were instructed that they had walk-in music. We had, ladies and gentlemen from Saliva.
I'm still a little mad we didn't have a little salt and pepper for Talkpush. I wanted to push it real good.
Yeah, you weren't doing logistics. That's why.
Yeah,
so,
obviously.
So at the end of the day, it was great. Had great, I think, audience kind of, interaction to an extent. Deb Andrechuk from Shaker was a late fill-in. She was awesome. Andrea Wade couldn't make it. She had a family emergency from opening.io. Hopefully everything's going well with the family, Andrea. But thanks, Deb. You did an amazing job.
It was an anti-meathead contingent that we had on the panel, which was a nice balance to what we brought to the table.
Faith Rothberg from College Recruiter. So, we actually had some brains on the panel while we drank beer and mimosas. Yeah.
Couth.
Yeah.
I think the challenge was to separate the presentation from the product because both are important, but what is more important? So we looked at probably an 80-20 split between the product and the presentation. And that's kind of how we came up with the winner. We looked at who had the best presentation, who had the best product, integrating those together, and came up with a winner.
Yep. So the winner of the very first Chad and Cheese death match. Are you ready?
Ready.
Aman Brar and Canvas.
Canvas.
Aman, you can tell, knows how to take a stage, first and foremost. So it's all about presence. And he also
made it rain.
He made it rain with Canvas
with
stickers.
But made it rain nonetheless.
He also was really focused on his answers. They were incredibly concise, and we probably asked him 3 times as many questions as we did any other contestant. So we got deeper into knowing more about Canvas because of just the way he answered the questions. Very thoughtful, but right to the point.
So I'll second that. He probably answered 25 to 50 more % questions because he was so concise and just efficient in the questioning. But I think in the product, most of the competitors, either they had a competence in HR and selling to recruiters and not the other thing, or vice versa. Canvas has a core competency around text messaging, and Aman's past plays that out with Cha-Cha, et cetera. But how is he evolving into selling to HR and recruitment? And I think we all felt like he was having a quicker evolution to how to sell to HR and how to sell to recruiters. We also felt like his focus on product was really important. A few of the other competitors wanted to be everything to everybody, and we thought that it was sort of a mile wide but an inch deep. Whereas Canvas was, an inch wide but super deep, super competent in what they did. And we also felt confident that the vision of the product would evolve into more than being just text messaging. That he had more of a vision in mind of what it would be. And ultimately, we kind of asked ourselves, look, in 5 years, who will we be talking about as they were successful? And I think we checked the box on everything for Canvas, which was why they were the ultimate winner.
And I think the coolest part was having the conversation around all those different platforms and saying that we really could see all of these platforms being around. It wasn't that they were, they were bad at all. I mean, they were pretty amazing. It was all about stage, focus, and really just bringing it home.
Yep.